Hello everyone, welcome back to mohanaastrology. Rajshri here. Today I'm going to discuss about Guru-Chandal yoga, that is Jupiter and Rahu's conjunction in the birth chart. What if you are born with this and how it's going to impact your life? Now, to understand this conjunction, we first need to understand the energy of these two planets. That's Jupiter is the pure Sattva Guna, that is the Guru element, the divine element. All positivity, optimism, everything is packed together there. And Rahu, on the other hand, is the Tamas Graha. That is, it's the negative energy. It's the tamasic energy. It drags you towards materialistic desires. It drags you towards some unethical deeds. In one way, they have a slight similarity, that is, both are expansive. Jupiter expands, Rahu explodes. Now, when these two energies are coming together in the birth chart, we need to understand who is more powerful in this conjunction, who has more say in this conjunction. And it's always good if Jupiter is more powerful in this particular yuti or conjunction, because Jupiter can then control Rahu's energy and can transform it in a more constructive way than this conjunction giving more destructive results in your life. Now, how do we understand whether Jupiter is powerful in your chart or not? To understand that, we need to see Jupiter's placement, in which sign. It's always favorable if Jupiter is placed in Sagittarius, and this conjunction takes place in Sagittarius, then a lot of negativity is just cut off. And we also need to see if Jupiter is not placed in Sagittarius, maybe in Pisces, maybe in one of the friends' houses, that is in houses of Sun, that's in Leo, or houses of Mars, that's in Aries and Scorpio. And we need to see if any friendly planet is aspecting Jupiter. So Jupiter's power is then going up. Now, the other very important thing is to see the degree differences between these two planets. Now, this conjunction can take place as a very tight conjunction, like 2-3 degrees difference between Rahu and Jupiter, 5 degrees, 10 degrees, or it can be 20 degrees apart, 22 degrees apart, or here Jupiter has just come into this particular sign, one particular sign, and Rahu from the other end has just entered that sign. So that can also happen. Now, as the degree differences are growing, the impact of this conjunction, the negative impact of this conjunction goes down, it gets diluted. So, for example, say Jupiter is sitting in 4, 5 or 6 degrees of Sagittarius, and Rahu is maybe sitting in 28 degrees of Sagittarius. So it's not even a conjunction, even though Rahu is coming towards Jupiter. So what happens here? Here the Jupiter is in full power, Rahu is also in the same sign, working separately. There will be some impact definitely because they are in the same sign, but it's not a bad impact at all. So we need to understand how this conjunction works, based on which sign it is placed in, based on which house it is placed in, and the degree difference between these two planets. Lastly, check in D9 chart how Jupiter and Rahu are placed. Now, Jupiter may be placed really well in D1 but not so well in D9, then the Jupiter's strength gets diluted again. But if Jupiter is placed well in D1 and D9 both, you take it for granted that Jupiter is strong in your chart, and this conjunction is not going to yield devastating impact in your life. The other thing is, if this conjunction by any chance forms in D1 and also in D9, that is Jupiter-Rahu present in D1, your birth chart, and Jupiter-Rahu present in your Navamsha chart, then the impact of this conjunction is very intense. Then there is no escape from the results of this conjunction at all. That we need to keep in mind. Now, is everything wrong with this conjunction? Mostly it is, but in many cases it is not. When particularly Jupiter is strong, Rahu is well placed, it can bring you a lot of name, fame, wealth. Your political career can actually take off really well on a high trajectory. It can make you a spiritual person, it can make you a preacher, a wonderful teacher, and a social leader. That is, somebody who works for the benefit of the society, who is changing the ways of the society in a positive way. And all of these things will come with a difference in them. It is not going to be a traditional one. It's not going to be the conventional way of looking at spirituality. It will not be a conventional way of changing lives. It will be different, but it will be positive if Jupiter and Rahu are positively placed. There is one more thing that particularly it is seen that when the degree differences between Jupiter and Rahu is quite some, it's more than 10-12 degrees, then this person will have an openness to accept other views, accept others' thought process, to give everybody a chance. So it's that this person is not rigid in his value system or in her value system. So that's also a very positive result, particularly in today's days when equality, when acceptance, when tolerance is much needed. Now, secondly, if Rahu is forming a Raj Yoga in this chart while being in conjunction with Jupiter, then this conjunction can actually give you unprecedented name, fame, wealth, success, prosperity, everything, if you are lucky enough to get Rahu's Mahadasha. Now, whatever I have discussed so long are the positive impacts of this conjunction. Now, not everybody will get the positive impacts. There are minus or negative impacts as well, and those are more rather. So what are those? This conjunction can make one an extremely arrogant person, with radical thinking, with staunch orthodox beliefs, particularly if placed in 9th house and in tight conjunction, not well placed, not in the right kind of sign. A person with Guru-Chandal yoga in the chart can actually get involved in unethical deeds related to religion, related to spirituality, related to finance. There can be perpetual struggles in life and a lack of prosperity, lack of success, lack of help from fortune, lack of help from the divine, which we call the providential help. It can also give you liver and breathing related troubles. We also need to see if any other planet is conjunct with Jupiter and Rahu in your chart. If so, that planet is going to influence the results of this conjunction greatly. depending on how close they are with Jupiter or with Rahu. Wait for the second part of this video where I have discussed the results of Guru-Chandal yoga in all 12 houses and how it's going to impact your life. So long for now. I hope you enjoyed this video, found this informative. If you do, please do subscribe to my channel and like the video. May God bless us all. Thank you so much.